Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube video. This is Dan with Vagabond Buddha. If you click the link below this YouTube video, you can find out all sorts of information about this place. Things to do, best walking tours, nightlife. It's all in these links down here. Just click the link below the YouTube video and we'll tell you more about this spot. Now here's the video.
So this is the parish church. It's the most famous building in San Miguel Allende. And it originally was started in 1564. In 1880, a indigenous bricklayer and self-taught architect, I'm going to slaughter the name, but it's on the webpage, Zeferno Gutierrez, designed and built this church in 1880, the facade on it. The church itself, as I said, has been here for 500 years. It's one of the most famous buildings in the world, really. Condé Nast in 2012 called San Miguel the #1 tourist destination in the world, and you must visit in your lifetime. So that'll give you an idea of how important this building is. On your left, there's a park, Jardin Principal, which is the principal garden of San Miguel Allende, and it's done in French style. It has these beautiful wrought iron benches, as you can see, and it has a gazebo in the center of the same style. And often here during the afternoon and early evenings, there's a mariachi band playing between the park and the church, so it's quite charming. It's Saturday right now, about 10 o'clock. The World Cup's on, so there aren't many people here in the park. It's France versus Croatia, so. All right, let's check out inside the church, give you a quick look. Chung Hui is going to show us the inside of the church, if it's open. This is Saturday, about 10 o'clock. So it should be open. Oh, it is. Here it is, the parish church. There's Jesus on the cross. And Mother Mary with her son. So this is the home of General Allende. He was one of the generals responsible for Mexico's independence from Spain. In fact, so honored here in San Miguel that San Miguel added his name to the end of San Miguel de Allende. And this is now a museum that you can visit. That's General Allende up there in the white. And as you can see, he was from a wealthy family. Well, General Allende had a nice house, huh? They said no pictures inside the room, so I'm just going to shoot from out here. A little video for you. And then I'm going to go in and enjoy it. Oh, isn't that nice? So we're just off the main square here, and this is the home of the Canal Family. They were one of the wealthiest families in all of New Spain, or the colonial empire, Spain's colonial empire. It's now one of the home offices of Banamex, and there's also a collection of art and whatnot inside. So let's go in and see what it looks like. Probably no pictures, but we'll see. So this is Bella Arts. This is a art studio. After World War II, a lot of American soldiers studied art on the GI Bill, and they came here to San Miguel for that purpose. The art school attracted U.S. soldiers as students, resulted in San Miguel becoming an artist mecca. Many of the soldiers returned to San Miguel to retire. Since that time, the town has gradually attracted artists, writers, foreign retirees, and tourists as the economy has shifted from an agricultural to a tourist economy. There are roughly 25,000 foreigners living here in San Miguel. About half of them are American. A moment ago, we saw the Canal Family house. One of their daughters actually petitioned during the colonial period, the King of Spain, to start this convent. And the king consented, and so she started Sisters of Conception. And this was originally a convent, but during the Reform Wars in Mexico, when Mexicans separated, post-colonial period, after independence, when Mexicans separated their church and state with the Reform Wars, this facility perished at that time, and it was vacant for a while, and then it became a school. And then later the art studio, school that it is now. So this is the entrance to the convent, and the Church of Immaculate Conception. This is the church associated with the Sisters of Conception convent. Donna Marie Josepha of the wealthy Canal family of San Miguel founded the convent so she could become a nun. Her parents died when she was about 38, so she was in charge of the wealth. And I'm going to show you the church now, Immaculate Conception. She employed the wildly flamboyant and Francisco Martinez Guadino to build the church in 1755. However, his extravagant interior was pilfered during the Revolution. The post-independence revolution. There was a large, very few families controlled all of the wealth in Mexico, and they were basically just the descendants of the colonial families. And so when the Mexican citizens finally figured out that there was a huge concentration of wealth and that all the laws and everything was favoring these former colonial families, they had a revolution, and at that time the extravagant interior of this church, which reflected the Canal family, was pilfered. So anyway, let's go inside and see what's left. Wow, it's still quite extravagant from my point of reference. I wonder how wildly flamboyant it was before this. Lovely church. Looks like there might be a wedding today because all of these beautiful flowers. It looks like Jesus may have had an outfit on here that I don't think he wore on the day that he did his faithful march to where he was executed on the cross. As you can see, the convent would be towards the back side of this church, and they still have the separation with the convent. Of course, the nuns would have attended service behind often a felt or velvet curtain where they couldn't be seen, and that's still here, as you can see. So this is the Angela Peralta Opera House. Angela Peralta was a Mexican opera singer and composer who performed all over the world. In the 1860s, she sang in the opera houses of Rome, Florence, Bologna, Genoa, Naples, Lisbon, Madrid, Barcelona, St. Petersburg, and Alexandria, and Cairo. Angela sang at this theater's inauguration in 1875. 8 years later, Angela and 76 members of her troupe died in a yellow fever epidemic in Mazatlan. Angela married her lover, Julian Montel Duarte, a moment before she passed away. There are still various live performances here, including music, dance, comedy, and opera. Check the schedule and ticket prices here on the webpage. There's a link on Vagabond Buddha. So this is the temple of the oratory of Felipe Neri. Formerly, the Roman Catholic Church was comfortable with separating its worshippers based on skin color, race, and that sort of thing. This originally was a mulatto church, which of course is often a mixed race, and the Catholic Church allowed mulattoes to worship in this church and not the others. Later, the Canal Family in 1735 gave a considerable amount of money to the Roman Catholic Church in order to update the interior. Now, at that time, white people could worship. And there's 3 gold leaf altars here that they helped pay for. So anyway, let's go inside and look. They're conducting service in here right now, so I'm not going to show you much of the church, but it's beautiful. So next to the church is this cool little garden I thought I would show you. Just to the left, down some stairs. It's not a bad little garden, huh? Courtyard area. All right. So this is the San Francisco Church here in San Miguel de Allende. While the San Francisco Church was being built from about 1779 to 1799, a very extravagant type of architecture, churrigueresco. The facade, the entryway here, you can see the ornate nature of the architecture. That went out of style, so towards the end of the construction, the church plans were updated and they put this neoclassical tower on it. So it's kind of an oddity here. A church doesn't have matching facades. So anyway, and you can see it's got a beautiful little fountain in front and manicured trees. And these beautiful light posts. It's a nice little spot. So let's go inside, see what it looks like. And it's service happening, so I'm not going to show you too much, but as you can see, it looks like the interior arches are more neoclassical looking. And they've got the side doors open here. Provides a nice breeze, plus you can see the courtyard. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here so they can worship in peace. This is the money shot. Getting the video so you can hear the bells. Is this Benito Juarez? Sí. Gracias. So we're in Benito Juarez Park here. And we haven't been here yet, so I don't know whether this is because it's Sunday or the market, I mean, or whether the people are here every day. But certainly a charming place. So I don't know if you know anything about Benito Juarez, but Juarez was the 26th president of Mexico from 1858 to 1872. He was a lawyer and the only indigenous president to ever serve. The rest have all been descendants of the colonial families. And of course, wealth has been really what's controlled in Mexico. For that reason, they've continually been re-elected over and over again. Juarez was a liberal and held power during the liberal Reformation that separated church from state in Mexico. While he was in power, there was a French invasion supported by Mexican conservatives, Mexicans or colonials. Mexican consider this the second attempt by Europe to take over Mexico. The liberals eventually pushed France out of Mexico, and Juarez remains a symbol in Mexico of resistance to foreign power. So this park is in his honor here in San Miguel de Allende. And of course, hats off to Mexico. We certainly haven't had a indigenous president in the U.S. yet, so congratulations. I don't know how long it'll be till that happens, but hopefully someday. It's a lovely park, Benito Juarez Park. And right now we're looking for an area where for 500 years originally the indigenous people and then later colonials. I would probably the help of the colonials would do laundry here if they didn't have the facilities in their home. That's what we're looking for right now. Cheng-Ho is enjoying the park. Yeah, a lot of local artists. This reminds me, remember in Shanghai where the parents all had the write-ups on their children and they were trying to get married?
Yeah, there's People's Square.
People's Square?
Yes.
Except they're selling art here instead of their children. Hola. Sorry. Wow, beautiful. Some cool artwork. Look at this piece. Isn't that nice? Cheng-Ho's trying on flower. Are they halos? I don't know what to call them. It's certainly not a hat.
No, I think that's more color.
Yeah, more color.
More
¿Y otro color? De
Let's see. It's cute. Let's see what this house is over here. Isn't that beautiful? Such a gorgeous part of the world. Lavanderos de Chorro. At the base of El Chorro, you'll see water basins. That's what these are in front of you now. There's a community laundry where people have gathered to do their laundry since the 17th century. And these are the little washing areas, little washing bins, and there's the water source. It's spring water. And in addition to that, it's a beautiful little park, as you can see. Bougainvillea, I think that's called. But I don't really know. I'm not really a plant guy. Look, isn't this gorgeous? Let's see if Chung Hoi's picked out a flower halo yet. You decide on one yet? Bigger? Oh.
But these are the real flower, you know. It's like few days after that, it will be gone.
Yeah, you just wear it for a few days.
Yeah, it's
So you're going with the yellow, huh? Nice.
15 peso.
What? 15 pesos? That's 75 cents.
Permíteme tantito.
Pretty cool for 75 cents for one of these. Chung Hoi said they're actually fresh flowers. Beautiful little restaurant here right across from the public laundry if you get hungry. Looks like a little dove in there. Oh, very cool. All the lavender over there. It's beautiful. And then there's a little art studio here. Gracias. San Miguel, of course, is an artist's community. I'm going to try the portobello burger. The lady over at one of the tables, I asked her, she said it was delicious. So. Say cheese.
Now we are in Oaxaca, the special festival for this weekend. And I have beautiful London jeans.
Little dry gin. It's good?
It's good, and let's see about how it's This is a beautiful street on this place.
You like? streets of San Miguel are famous for wedding ceremonies. White, of course, represents marriage. And you may recognize these two tall individuals. We filmed them